Are we?
Yeah, we're live.
All right. Where should we start? What the?
Um, let's start with the anniversary of Dusty.
All right. Can't believe it's been 2 years already.
Yeah, that was a horrible year for wrestling deaths.
Yeah, that's gone by fast.
Yeah, turn down your TV because the sound from your TV might get us flagged.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's crazy that Dusty's been gone almost
You
over
can't
two
even
years.
make out what that's. Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Oh, I remember where how I remember um how surprised I was.
Yeah, he fell at his house and he got injured and yeah,
Yeah,
it came out there.
it. I hadn't even heard he was sick.
He wasn't sick. He had a fall at his
Yeah, he had
house.
a fall. He had been in the hospital though. For about 2 to 3 days before that, he had been in the hospital.
No, he fell at home.
Yeah, he fell at home, but the day before he fell, he had just come home from the hospital.
I don't
He,
think he was in the hospital because he was with NXT.
yeah, but he had just he wasn't doing the traveling anymore though. He he was pretty much working at the performance center at the time,
Yeah,
and he wasn't even doing any NXT stuff anymore. Primarily he was actually the guy running the performance center. Well, no, the performance center wasn't even around yet.
yes, it was.
No, the performance center opened last year.
No, it opened in 2013.
How do I remember it just opening up a year ago?
It opened in 2013. They had a they had a thing that they had a video on it on Money in the Bank 2013 a pay per view.
I don't know why I don't remember that.
It's sad. It's been a year already.
Two
Time
years,
flies.
two.
Yeah, 2 years, but time flies by. Jeez.
Yeah, it's been a year for China. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
It's been 2 years for Vern Gagne because Vern Gagne died right before Dusty did.
Yeah, we had a really rough patch at one point the last like 2 years.
Yeah. Well, last year was terrible. Both Balls
But
Mahoney and who else died last year? For
also Mahoney died of a drug overdose.
yeah. Well, no. Balls Mahoney didn't die of a. He died at home.
No, oh,
Balls Mahoney died at
that's
home with
right.
his family watching
One of
Jeopardy.
them, one of them was found in a bathroom. I don't know who it was, but one of them was found in a McDonald's bathroom.
That was that was not Balls Mahoney because Balls Mahoney died in his home with his wife and his kids.
Yeah,
Um oh
yeah,
that
he
that
was like,
was I remember that too. It kills me that I can't.
was that Alex? Was that a rotten?
Axel, yeah, that was Axel Rotten.
Yeah,
Axel Rotten died 2 years ago. Oh my god. Harold Aguayo Jr. died 2 years ago last month.
yeah.
Jeez. That was sad
Haven't
though.
we haven't had
That was
any
that.
major wrestling deaths in a
Yeah,
while, so
yeah. But that was a sad one
yeah,
because number well, not only because he died, because people were blaming um Rey Mysterio when it
yeah.
truly wasn't Mysterio's fault.
No, it was just a freak accident.
Well, okay, you can kind of blame Paraguayo's death on him because of the way he took the 619 because he was alive until the 619 connected. If I remember correctly, I haven't seen the
No,
video in 2 years.
it was the way he hit the rope that caused it.
Well, partially, he also had a concussion before that when uh, when he got knocked out of the ring. When Paraguayo got knocked out of the ring, he had he suffered a minor concussion
Hmm.
because of the way his head hit the floor.
Yeah,
And the way that he took the bump going out of the ring, too. He fucked up t- taking that bump out of the ring. And I can kind of understand why Rey Mysterio was pissed, too, because Paraguayo Jr. was not working with Rey that night. He was, but he wasn't. Do you kind of get what I mean?
yeah.
Because if you go
It
back and
wasn't
actually watch the video,
it wasn't Ray's fault.
yeah, it wasn't. But people were blaming Rey Mysterio. Um, Ron Starr died this week.
Yeah, I didn't really know who he was, so
Um, he was a wrestler in the 70s in California.
uh,
He worked for the California territory,
you,
but he died this week. We can talk about the Jim Cornette Vince Russo thing. Jesus.
that
Yeah. Vince
eh,
Russo apologizing for stuff that didn't matter.
yeah, it's been going on.
Yeah, him going on apologizing for
It's been
okay.
going on for off and off for years between
Well,
those
yeah,
two.
they have, but Vince Russo just does not know when to leave something late. He should have never done that apology. He was bringing up up stuff that didn't even freaking matter to why there's always been a feud between Jim Cornette and Vince Russo. Vince Russo, the one major problem with Vince Russo is he doesn't see that his booking hurt people. Made his booking actually killed wrestling in a way.
It didn't kill wrestling.
Well, in a way it did.
A
Because
lot of a lot of booking today is not good.
well,
So
yeah, but it all goes back to Vince Russo and his booking in the 90s and his booking in TNA. And he anybody that can make Lance Storm stumble around like a moron is
Lance
something
Storm didn't
special.
have Lance Storm didn't have much personality.
He didn't have much personality, but he was
He was good in the
he was
ring.
a
He
great
was very
worker
good.
though.
He
He
just didn't
was a
have.
great worker.
He wasn't really good on the mic or didn't have any personality.
Yeah, but he was more of the technical guy. That's why
Yeah,
That's why he got a job in WWE for a while, and he actually worked at FCW for a little bit too before he opened a
Yeah.
school. But we can talk about. That's enough talking about. We can talk about that more at some point after the Jim Cornette Experience podcast comes out because I want to know what with the Jim Cornette thing with Vince Russo.
Yeah.
I want to hear Vince Russo's. I want to hear Jim Cornette's reaction.
Yeah.
I want to hear Jim Cornette's reaction because I know that's going to be freaking gold,
Yeah.
and I can't wait till Thursday
Why?
because that's when his podcast comes out. That's when
Oh.
his podcast comes out on Thursdays. He also has a podcast that comes out tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
The experience, the drive-through, which I am
You don't think
subscribed to both.
you don't think he'll talk about it on tomorrow's
No,
podcast?
no, we won't because that's just questions.
Oh.
The drive-through is just him answering questions. It may be brought up. It may be, and he may talk a little bit more about Brian Last partnering with Kenny Bolin for the bowling alley.
Yeah.
Oh God. There now there's two people that are on Brian Last's network that Jim Cornette don't like. He don't like Austin Idol very much either.
Doesn't?
No. It it has to do with they did an indie show together, and I guess Austin Idol asked the promoter, this is coming from Jim Cornette, for $100 more than what he was paying Cornette.
10 years ago today, Vince McMahon's limo exploded and he died on air.
Oh,
10 years ago today.
I don't even want to talk about that because that brings up bad memories.
Why?
You know why they had to end that storyline, right?
Yeah, because of Benoit's death.
Yeah. The,
We won't
I,
even go there. We won't
yeah.
go there.
I don't want to go there. I don't want to touch that.
Yeah.
In my
let's not.
opinion, I respect what Benoit did in the ring, but I don't respect him as a man.
Next subject.
Jim Cornette, PWG. Oh, God.
Cornette's always run his mouth about a lot of different things. He's not afraid to speak his mind. That's
Well,
for
yeah,
sure.
but he's pissed off about something that happened years ago in PWG.
I'm not surprised.
Well, yeah. This happened years ago, though.
What the?
It was a Three Stooges spot.
Yeah.
And it happened like 5 years ago, I guess. Because it happened even before Dave Meltzer was watching PWG. But we know he doesn't like Joey Ryan.
Yeah, I think it's the gimmick mostly.
Well, it's the gimmick and the dick spot.
It's stupid. His freaking finisher is stupid.
Yeah, it is. I agree with you on that.
I'm
not a huge
makes
fan.
wrestling look bad. It makes wrestling look bad.
Yeah. I can see what part of his problem with Kenny Omega is. I can see it. That he didn't like that Kenny Omega wrestled a blow-up doll.
A what?
Kenny Omega at one point wrestled a blow-up doll.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And he doesn't like the Young Bucks because they super kicked an 8-year-old girl.
the Young Bucks have ruined the super kick because they do it so many times. It's no
Well,
longer a finishing move anymore because it's been
well,
so overused.
I hate to say it, but it's a spot in their matches. It's like the
It's their
Meltzer
gimmick.
driver. It's like the Indie
It's
Taker.
their gimmick. It's their gimmick for God's sake, pretty much. The super kick party. It's a whole gimmick they do,
Okay, I hate to
and
say
it
it,
gets
the
them
super
over.
kick
It
party
works.
thing was a commentary thing. That that started because of Steve Carino.
Yeah, and they turned it into a big gimmick, and that's part of their matches, and it gets them over. It works.
Yeah, it does, and I have no problem with that. But the super kicking an 8-year-old girl that I have a problem with.
Yeah.
That makes me lose a little bit of respect for him. But
They're one of the greatest. They're a great tag team. They're very good in the ring.
uh, th- well, we can bring up about when they left TNA and both of them were freaking broke.
They had bad attitudes in TNA, and they were
Well, it
mad because
was
they weren't
because
being used right,
when they signed that contract, they didn't know what they were doing.
and because because Impact wanted to break them up, and they didn't want to be broken up. So
Well, that was part of it, but also the part of it is that that um that Impact wasn't allowing them to have creative control over their well, they got they got screwed over in the contract. That's what it was.
yeah.
They
Plus
weren't
the yeah,
making
plus
any money.
they were very young back then and
It was
didn't know how
6
things
years
worked.
ago.
I know. Now they're huge, big, and
Yeah, I don't.
five-time New Japan Junior Weight Tag Team Champions now.
Yep,
So they're on a roll.
and they are also um comparing
They
themselves
have
to Michael Jordan.
they have three sets of tag title belts now.
Well, they have their own tag team title belts, which they created.
That's the Super Kick
Yeah,
tag title belts.
they have the ROH.
Yep, and the New Japan Junior Heavyweight Tag titles now. That they won at
Yeah,
the
they're
New
probably
Japan.
gonna lose. They're probably gonna lose them back in Long Beach because they want to go after the heavyweight tag titles.
Yeah.
I don't. I don't get why they aren't. Why
Are
why
those the
New
ones that
Japan
at
doesn't just get rid
at
of the junior heavyweight tag titles?
yeah, are those the titles that the War Machine lost?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
were the heavyweight champs. That they lost them to Gorillas of
Oshida
Destiny.
Oshida won the IC title at the show too.
Who?
He beat he beat NATO.
Kushida, you mean?
Yeah, Ashida. How do you pronounce his name? He
Yeah, and
beat
then there
NATO.
was.
Um, Everybody was saying Kenny Omega was going to win the title, but no, he didn't.
Well,
He didn't win the
but
title.
they left it open to another rematch by doing a.
Well, they also started a new feud for Okada with Cody Rhodes.
Well, yeah, but they that the Cody Rhodes thing is just a Passover thing to get back to Omega.
I think Cody wins the title.
I doubt he does because if he's gonna win, i- is he gonna
He'll
win
win
the
one of
ROH title next week?
probably.
If he wins the
Probably.
ROH title, he is not winning the IWGP. Because if he wins the IWGP in Long Beach, he won't. He'll have to drop the ROH title.
No, he could carry both of them
No,
since they have a working
there would no
relationship.
way New Japan would allow him to defend the ROH title in Japan.
The art style has been defended at Japan shows before.
Well, yeah,
In
yeah,
Japan.
but they won't allow him to defend the IWGP title in America.
It's going to be defended in America next month in
Well,
July.
yeah, but they won't
They don't.
allow him to defend the title on an ROH show.
They probably won't have a lot of shows in America. I don't imagine. I don't see them traveling that often here to the U.S. to do shows that often.
They're gonna do probably a couple of shows, I would think.
I don't know when the next shows are after July, but probably not for a while in the U.S. I think they want to try it and see how it goes, and I think go from there.
Yeah. Well, with them opening the dojo in LA again, they're gonna be doing more shows in the U.S. And it sounds like in 2018, they're gonna do a West Coast traveling thing. Doom, I'm right in the middle of something. I'll call you back.
Okay, but it's right.
No, I was talking to somebody else, John.
Oh,
My,
oh,
a friend of mine.
oh. Uh,
No,
I don't know if they're gonna give. I don't think they give Omega the title. He's
I
not
think they
signed
will
long term
because
over there.
they left it
He's
open.
not signed long term over there.
Well,
It's
yeah,
already
but with it being a 30-minute draw.
60-minute draw.
Well, yeah, with it being a 60-minute draw, they left it open to another.
They did, yeah. They can if they want to, but that doesn't mean they will. They
I
can if
got
they
a
want
gut
to.
feeling they will. I don't see them giving Cody the title. The only guy from North America that I
I
see
don't know
them
who
giving
takes
the
off
title to.
Okada. If it's not Omega, who takes the title off
Probably
Okada? If it's not Omega.
if it's not Omega, maybe
Okada's had that title for a while. See, New Japan believes in long title reigns. I've noticed.
well, yeah.
Off of the main title. Off of the main title.
Well, and they've had long title reigns for the tag titles too. Freaking Gorillas of Destiny have held the tag team titles for over 3 years combined.
They just want to come back or
I know,
something because
but combined reign, it's been 3 years.
they've held them a couple. Yeah, I don't know.
Because they held them for a year the first time, then they lost them. They held them for a year again, they lost them. And then they've held them, I think, at least twice this year. Because they won them back. They won them back from Roppongi Vice. No, they won them back from Okada's group. The stable that Okada's in.
Yeah.
In I forget what the name of it is right now, but it's the Japanese version of a stable in CMLL. But yeah,
I
I don't
yeah, I
see
was
Okada losing that
surprised.
title. The only
I
person I
was
see him losing
surprised
it
Omega
to
I
is
didn't.
Omega. Then Omega
Yeah,
loses it to Tanahashi. Tanahashi loses it back to Okada.
I don't. I don't know. I don't know if Omega even wins it.
I think Omega will win it, but he'll have a short reign because no, number one, they have a reason to actually do the ladder match that they were supposed to do. That never happened because Tanahashi got hurt.
I wonder what Dave Meltzer's gonna rate this match.
It it's
Too.
not gonna it he'll it'll probably be a 5-star match this time because the only person to ever get a 5-star match on a 60-minute Broadway was Ric Flair.
He gave the last one a friggin' 6-star
Well,
rating.
yeah,
Though.
but that that had more story in it, I think, though, and it was at a bigger show too. It was at the Tokyo Dome.
Yeah,
The venue had a lot to do with why that match got a 6-star rating. If it wasn't at the Tokyo Dome and it was at a smaller venue, like the venue that they did the show, they did Dominion at last night or this morning, it could be a four. It could be a 4 or 5-star match because every every match that Okada's had this year has been a 4 or 5-star match, minus the 6-star match at the Tokyo Dome. But yeah, we can do a quick Raw preview.
yeah.
Do you think the Hardys are gonna win back the titles?
I don't know, man. This is tough to call.
I could I could see a disqualification where they actually do the frickin' storyline right that they try to do with Dean and
Well, I heard
Miz.
they're gonna be. I read that they're gonna be turning the Hardys but broken soon.
Okay.
So I don't know if that's gonna be with them winning tag titles. I imagine there'll be another match at Great Balls of Fire
Yeah, and
because there's no tag
the
with
only way that they
Sheamus and
could do
Strowman.
that with Cesaro and Sheamus is if they use the same storyline. If they actually do the storyline right with Cesaro and Sheamus and the Hardys that they try to do with Miz and Ambrose, where the heels get disqualified and then the Hardys ask for the if you get disqualified, you lose the titles.
They won't do that.
Well,
That one again
I,
so soon.
it's soon, but it's the only storyline they have left for this feud. 'Kay. Because they already did the steel cage.
They can either give the Hardys the titles back on Raw, or it can break down an all-out brawl. It can be a DQ finish. They
Well,
could
yeah, if it's a
go.
DQ finish, then the Hardys would have to ask for.
I
It would
can't
either be
see the
a no DQ match, or the Hardys would ask for the same stipulation.
They would do a bigger and better stipulation than that. The Hardys, our Hardys want to ask for something like that.
Well, I hate to say it, they can't do TLC.
Oh no, they probably won't. But I
Eh,
mean, they could do a tables match or a.
They can't do steel cage. They already did it.
Yeah,
Maybe
they can do
Hell
a
in a
tables
Cell.
match. I don't know. They can do tables. They can do a hardcore match. Falls count anywhere. Um, I don't know who's gonna win that match on Monday. They can go a
Well,
few
it
different
could
ways
end
with it.
in a DQ, where it ends up building up to a Hell in a Cell like Great Balls of Fire.
Sheamus and Cesaro have no one else to face at Great Balls of Fire, so
So yeah, it could end in a DQ.
I can't see the Hardys being pinned. So either the Hardys win the tag titles back, or it's a DQ finish.
It makes more sense to have the Hardys go in as the challengers. Storyline wise, it makes more sense.
I don't know how long they're gonna keep Sheamus and Cesaro together, but
Break them up. I'd have Sheamus turn on Cesaro.
well, the Hardys are working the house show tonight.
Wow.
Yeah, Matt posted it on Twitter. They're working the house show tonight.
Where is the house show?
Somewhere in Texas, I
No,
believe.
is it somewhere in Louisiana? Because I think Raw's in
I believe
Louisiana.
no, because Matt said they were in Texas because they like mobbed in an IHOP.
Okay. But tomorrow they're in New Orleans, I think.
And I know SmackDown is, yeah.
They're they are in. Let me check here.
Raw's in Lafayette, Louisiana.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
SmackDown's in New Orleans. Oh, they're in Texas for the house show tonight.
Where in Texas?
Belmont, the Ford Arena in Beaumont, Texas.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
It's a
that's right on the
SummerSlam.
border.
It's a SummerSlam Heatwave tour.
Yeah, it's right on the border of Louisiana and Texas.
Money. They're in Indiana for next week.
Well, yeah. Where's SmackDown next week?
It's in Dayton, Ohio.
It makes sense because they're trying to get back to Missouri.
And yeah, well, while Money in the Bank's in St. Louis, so
Yeah, they're trying to get back to St. Louis. So, what do we think is going to happen at Money in the Bank?
well, Brock Lesnar is returning on Raw tomorrow
Oh
night.
yeah, that's going to be awesome.
Yeah, him and Joe are gonna have some kind of. Lesnar's supposed to be on every Raw leading up to Great Balls of Fire. Can't believe I'm saying that
Well,
name.
oh goodness gracious, great balls of fire!
Yeah.
I forgot
Well,
about that.
I don't know. I don't know how Lesnar and Joe fight tomorrow night, but
No,
there will be some
well, there'll
confrontation.
probably be
That's
a
gonna happen.
huge breakup or something. There'll be some kind of a huge brawl.
Yeah,
Because Lesnar's going to be coming in pissed off because of what he did to Heyman.
yeah,
And that's just going to be freaking awesome.
yeah. That should be good. Over here.
I know we're a week ahead. And we got a SmackDown in between. But we can kind of talk about Money in the Bank. At least the
Why
two Money
is
in the Bank matches.
why is why is Carmella the betting favorite for the Money in the Bank ladder match?
What?
Carmella is the betting favorite for the ladder match.
Well, it depends on if it depends on who wins the title, too.
Carmella, there's talk of WWE giving Lana a very short title reign.
Yeah, so if Lana does win the title, I think she holds the title until SummerSlam.
No, it's supposed to be a very short
That is a very
title reign.
short reign. That's only like
No,
6 weeks, 8 weeks.
that's not short. That's 2 months. That's not short.
That's less than 2 months.
Now she could lose it that same night if they cash in, or at Battleground.
If she loses it at Battleground, she loses it back to. If she loses it at Battleground, she loses it back to.
I don't think Naomi will. I don't think Naomi will win it again if she does lose it because
I think she'll win it back because if a heel wins, a babyface has to be the champ. If a
You can
babyface wins,
you can give it to Charlotte. You can give it to Becky. To whoever you want, and turn between those two. You
well,
give the other
yeah,
the
but
title.
somebody would be turning babyface from the heel side though. And who would be turning heel from the babyface side?
I think you could turn Carmella babyface
No, I do
if
not
James
want to
Worth
see
if James
Ellsworth as a
Ellsworth
babyface.
no, because Ellsworth if Ellsworth costs Carmella the Money Bank Collider match, you can have Carmella turn on Ellsworth,
They aren't gonna
get
do
them
that.
finally separated.
She's only been with Ellsworth for how many months? 3 or 4 months.
Way too long. Way too long.
I know, but they have nothing else for Ellsworth though. The only way I ever see them breaking Ellsworth and
You put
Carmella up is if
Ellsworth
they
with
bring
Tamina. That'd
if
be
when
funny as hell.
what?
Ellsworth and Tamina. Put Ellsworth with Tamina. That'd be
Oh.
funny as hell.
That would actually I would laugh at that every week.
That would be Santino and Beth Phoenix 2.0.
It would be, but I don't want to see that though. Even though I'd laugh at it every week, that would be
Get
great
Carmella
comedy.
away from Ellsworth. God.
But maybe they have Natalia win it.
Maybe.
I could see them doing that and then turning Natalia babyface.
Well, I heard that they want to give Carmella a big push.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't. She's not ready for the Money in the Bank, in my opinion. You have to be built up towards it, and they haven't built her
What?
right towards it yet.
None of them are built up for it really. Besides Charlotte,
Well, yeah, but
none of them really have been built up all that
well,
much.
yeah, but the thing with Charlotte is she hasn't been losing. Most of the Money in the Bank winners on the male side lose, 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 lose,
Carmella,
lose, and then they win the Money in the
Carmella
Bank.
and Natty both have been winning because they won at Backlash. Carmella's beaten Naomi twice, I think. Um,
Yeah, but wow, I'm hearing
uh,
myself.
are you watching the podcast at the same
No,
time?
no, I'm not. I just heard an echo through my headset.
I didn't hear it.
I did.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Um,
Let's see if anybody. Let's go to YouTube. I'm going to go to YouTube to see if anything is streaming from E3. Because they could be using a ton of bandwidth on YouTube.
uh, I think it's going to come down to either Baron Corbin or Nakamura winning the men's Money Bank ladder match.
They could still have Sami Zayn win it.
I It's most likely a heel will win it. That'd be Baron Corbin. But I could also see Nakamura winning it as well.
Yeah. But I could still see a surprise because they did kind of screw Sami Zayn last year.
Yeah. I
So
don't know.
I could see it.
Oh, it's gonna be it should be a very good pay-per-view though.
Yeah, it should be. I don't think it'll. I know people. A lot of people said, backlash. Backlash. No, not backlash. What was the last pay per view for Raw? I can't remember.
Hey,
I'm having trouble
Extreme
remembering
rules.
pay per view names.
Extreme rules.
What?
Extreme rules.
Yeah, people were saying Extreme Rules wasn't that good of a pay per view.
I've seen a lot of good reviews for the pay-per-view and some okay. It's you know.
Well, a lot of people ripped the Dolph Ziggler. I mean, not Dolph Ziggler. Fuck Dolph Ziggler.
A lot of people
The
hated the
Miz
Bailey
and Dean
Bliss match.
Ambrose match. That they deadpan that one.
They hated the Alexa Bliss Bailey match. I seen a lot of
Oh
negative.
yeah. Well, it was the way Bailey was booked. Bailey was booked to
Yeah,
be a freaking wuss.
and the match was way short, and
Well, they had to go 30 minutes with the five way,
yeah, I know.
but they didn't have to have that
They
bloody
didn't. The freaking
horrible
Drifter,
segment with freaking
the Drifter didn't have to sing. That's for sure.
yes.
That was stupid. The the Aries Neville match could have been a little shorter as well, but
No, that one had to go along just because of the fact that it was a submission match. They couldn't have made a submission match any shorter because
the
it would have
Miz.
killed the momentum of the match.
No, not really. But the Miz Ambrose match could have been a little shorter.
Yeah, having that match be 9 minutes short, having the curtain jerker be 9 minutes shorter than what the main event was. That's crazy. I had
Yeah,
never seen that
yeah.
before.
The cage match was fine. I didn't have an issue with how long that was. That was
But
fine.
I have problems with the commentary and the way the match was booked.
Yeah, a lot of people had issue with the way the match was booked.
And the commentary confusing it.
Yeah, if Jeff Hardy's out, Hardy's technically won that match because Jeff Hardy got out. Then Matt got out first, so technically the Hardys won that. But as I said, Jeff Hardy came back so you get back out again. But that was
Well, no. Because the whole thing was the whole thing with that steel cage match was both of the guys had to get out.
I know.
So technically they had to get out at the same time, I think. That's why when Cesaro and
Well,
Sheamus climbed over,
Jeff got out first, and they said Matt has to get out for them to win. But then they said later in the match that both had to get out. So I was a tad bit confused.
well,
They
everybody was. You weren't the only one. People, even though that was a okay steel cage match, they didn't really use the steel cage that much. That's another
they
problem I
used
have with it.
well no they used it quite a bit.
They didn't use it as much as other steel cage matches that I've seen.
Hmm.
But
No.
I just don't know. I don't know where they're going with the Hardys. I like
Yeah,
what they're doing, even though I don't understand why Vince would do a heel versus he's doing a heel versus heel at technically a heel versus heel at SummerSlam too. Do you get what I mean?
yeah.
Because it's and are they ever gonna pick up Strowman and Roman?
I don't know.
Because they gotta pick that up, unless unless they're holding off Strowman and Roman till next year, and Strowman will get the first shot at Roman when he wins the title.
I have no idea how much longer they're gonna push Strowman in the main event. What they're
Oh,
gonna do with him
they're
going
gonna push him
forward.
for. You gotta remember, it's freaking Vince McMahon.
Well, after he loses to Brock at SummerSlam, what do they do with Strowman after that?
They have to keep him in the main event because otherwise he loses steam. If he goes back to the mid card and
Well, he could feud with we
does another nothing feud with Kalisto.
they they could do a Roman feud for the IC title after SummerSlam.
Yeah, but I could. It doesn't really make that much sense. That they could do Roman and Bray again for the IC title. Because the only title that Bray has ever held is the tag team. Oh,
Who?
WWE. I forgot about the WWE.
Yeah.
But yeah.
They gotta figure out where they want to go with Balor and Reigns next.
Well,
They need some. They need matches for those two at Great Balls of Fire.
they did.
They need matches for Reigns and Balor for the Great Balls of Fire pay
They
per view.
may not have Balor on pay per view at Great Balls of Fire and use him at SummerSlam in a feud with Bray. Hello.
Unless they're doing well, it seems like they're doing Reigns, Rollins and Wyatt, for Great Balls of Fire a pay per view.
They could always go back to. Oh God, I hate that I'm saying this. Anybody but you, Roman.
I mean, they could throw Reigns and Balor in the IC title match to make it a fatal four way
They
at
could.
Great Balls of Fire if they wanted to.
They could. But do you think it's gonna be Bray and no? Do you think it's get? Well, we pretty much can already surmise what the IC title match at Great Balls of Fire is going to be. It's going to be a
Yeah,
rematch.
Miz and Ambrose for the final time.
Yeah,
Then I don't know what they're gonna do with Ambrose after that.
maybe Ambrose and Bray.
Again, maybe.
They they really didn't have that long of a feud. It was a two pay-per-view feud, if you truly think about it. Because they didn't feud automatically on when they were moved to SmackDown. Who did Dean, when he was moved to SmackDown, feud with? Right after.
Huh?
Last year, when Dean was moved to SmackDown in the draft.
Yeah. He feuded with AJ Styles over the WWE
Oh, yeah, yeah,
title.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I forgot about that.
He feuded with. Did he feud with Bray Wyatt?
No, he didn't. Because Bray Wyatt feuded with, had that long feud with Orton. Had that long build to the feud with Orton.
Yeah.
Starting in like September. That was the longest built feud that they've done in a long time, Bray and Orton.
Yeah.
The last feud that I remember that was a long built feud was Orton and Cena. They could do Orton and Cena again.
They're really giving Dalton Castle and the boys a shot at the ROH 6-man tag titles at Best of the World.
Um, they were originally supposed. They got a shot at the at the in the match um where um the guy from the Kingdom got hurt. That was at All Star, no, not All Star Extravaganza, at the anniversary show.
They're doing the Young Bucks and War Machine for the tag titles, too.
That's why War Machine lost the tag titles. The IWGP. I think they're gonna win the ROH.
Hmm.
Because ROH titles will be defended at the shows at the New Japan shows in Long Beach.
What do they do with Randy Orton after Money in the Bank?
They could always have him feud with John Cena. I know
Oh
nobody
God,
wants to
no,
see it, but
no, no, no,
yeah,
no.
but it's the only feud
Oh.
they have left.
Cena won't be there full time, so they won't. I don't know what they're gonna do with. They could
Maybe
do
Baron
Orton and
Corbin.
AJ. They could do Orton and AJ and number contenders feud.
No,
'Cause I don't know what they're gonna do with AJ after Money in the Bank either.
AJ could go after the U.S. title.
So could Nakamura.
Well, if Nakamura wins the Money in the Bank, what they do is I can kind of see where they're going for WrestleMania right now for some reason. Because we know one feud that Kevin Owens wants,
Yeah,
him and Sammy.
yeah, we seen that.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's the never-ending feud. It'll never end.
yeah,
It's the new Orton Cena.
yeah.
But I love to watch those guys wrestle though. They are so fluent in the ring. They know each other's every move. It makes for a good match
Yeah.
because they're so comfortable with each other. I wonder if they'd actually. Would you turn Sami Zayn heel?
I don't know if their fans would boo Sami Zayn.
I know, but
I would, I would, I'd make Owens and Sami Zayn a tag team.
yeah, that's what I was just thinking. We were on the same wavelength there. That's why I
Make a
said
tag.
turn. Would you turn Owens babyface or would you turn uh, Zayn
That's
heel?
a. I don't know. I don't know how you even turn Zayn heel.
But
Uh,
how would you turn with what Owens is doing right now? How would you turn Owens babyface?
Owens already gets cheers from the fans, so it wouldn't be that hard to turn Owens baby. He already gets cheers from the fans. He gets a mixed reaction as it is already.
Well, yeah, but the one major problem that they'd have.
They'd be missing. They'd be missing a top heel if they turned Owens baby face.
The top heel might end up being. Ugh.
Nakamura has to stay a babyface. You can't
Yeah,
turn him heel.
yeah, you
That
can't.
won't.
Maybe you keep AJ as your top heel
You could.
and not turn. Be,
It
and then,
depends if they do AJ gender feud.
oh, if they do that, kill me. That'll an AJ Jinder
Or for
feud will kill
Battleground.
AJ dead.
I don't know. I don't know who Gender faces at Battleground if he beats Orton at Money in the Bank.
Maybe
Unless they
AJ.
bring back the face Rusev. But I don't really want to see that match either.
Yeah, but when is Rusev coming back? Well,
I don't know.
tonight is Game 6 of the Stanley Cup Finals,
Yeah.
so that'll be over like next week.
It could end tonight.
Yeah, it could. So once that ends, I could see a screw job finish. If that ends tonight, I could see a screw job finish at Money in the Bank where Rusev comes back and screws over Jinder. Well,
Yeah, I hope Emma returns on Raw to tomorrow night.
great. Because
Uh,
then we can see
Emma's
Dana
back
Brooke
now.
again.
Emma's back now, so
W-
do they pick up the Emma and Dana feud? Or do they
where Dana turns heel again.
Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna put those two back together. If they're, I don't know what they can do with those
I
two.
think they're gonna have to because what Dana can't work in the ring. She sucks. She's actually worse than. I can't believe I'm saying this. She's worse than Lana.
No,
Yes, she is.
no,
Yes, she is.
no.
Yes, she is.
We haven't even seen Lana in the ring for
2 years.
for a long match. So we never seen Lana in a one-on-one match. So we don't know how Lana is in the ring. But her
Well,
reviews I've heard at house shows, not good. She's not good.
she's not good, but I think she's better than Dana.
They say she's not even on a Alexa Bliss level.
Well, I don't think anybody in the ring is on the Alexa Bliss level because Alexa Bliss is on a level all her own in the ring. She kind of
Sasha,
reminds me of Mickey James when Mickey James started in
yeah,
WWE. She kind of does.
Sasha and Charlotte are just as good in the ring as Alexa Bliss, if not better.
Alexa Bliss is on a Mickey James when she first started in WWE level, in my opinion.
The heel thing for Alexa Bliss is
It works. I
she's
would
not good as
not
a
turn her
heel.
babyface.
It's she's kind of repeating the same things as a heel.
Yeah, but the problem is with the way that she is, it's hard to turn her babyface though. With the way she
I think
works in the ring and the way she acts in the ring,
the fans want to cheer
it's
her.
hard to turn her babyface.
The fans want to cheer her.
Yeah, the fans want to cheer her, but the problem is the I don't think she's gonna. I think she's gonna be another Randy Orton because she kind of is monotone.
Mm.
Do you kind of notice that she is monotone? I know it's a bad a bad thing to compare her to Orton, but I just think her as a babyface, she'll become the female division's version of Randy Orton, which would kind of be a good thing, but kind of be a
As
scary
in
thing.
as in push wise or
As a push wise, promo wise, because the way she talks and the fact that she's monotone. She Alexa Bliss is kind of monotone in her promo. Do you kind of see where I'm coming from?
yeah, they need
And they need a top heel on Raw.
they do. Well, Alexa Bliss at the moment,
Yeah.
but they're doing a
Unless you
heel on heel
turn,
feud. They're doing a
unless
heel on
what you
heel
do,
feud right
unless what you
now.
do is you,
What?
it's gonna take them at least 6 months to rebuild Bailey.
Nia and Alexa are both heel. They're doing a heel versus heel feud right now for those two.
I hate to say it, that ended last week. That feud,
No, they're planning on doing Alexa versus Nia at Great Balls of Fire.
when does Bailey get a rematch?
She got a rematch. Bailey got her rematch at Extreme Rules.
Okay, but how does Bailey get the title back though? That's
I
the
don't,
problem.
I don't know what to do with Bailey going forward. I don't know what to do. Sasha versus Bailey non-title.
No, what I think they're gonna do at at SummerSlam is Bailey versus Sasha. I mean Alexa versus Sasha, where Bailey comes and screws over Alexa. I think that's what they're gonna do because
I was hoping they.
it's gonna
I was,
take at least 6 months to rebuild Bailey, maybe 8 months to rebuild Bailey up to where she was, because the
I,
crowd hates her now.
no, that was just the extreme. That was just the Extreme Rules crowd.
Uh
She got cheered on Raw. She was cheered on
oh
Raw.
yeah, but the week before Extreme Rules on Raw, she didn't. She
All
got
crowds
booed.
are different. All crowds are different. So it's
Yeah,
hard to.
but because they're doing Money in the Bank in New York, that's a safe crowd. I mean, not Money in the Bank.
Great Balls of Fire.
No, not Great Balls of Fire is not in New York either.
SummerSlam is.
Yes. SummerSlam, because it's in Brooklyn, because it's in New York, which is kind of WWE's home base. Because they don't run anymore in at Madison Square Garden because of the rent.
I wonder if they do Alexa versus Sasha at SummerSlam.
And have Sasha win the title because of Bailey's
Yeah,
interference.
yeah.
And then they start building Bailey and Sasha for Mania. They do the. Could they? I could see them using the Charlotte storyline, having her have a streak going into Mania, and have her do have Sasha do.
Problem is that you can't because Alexa Bliss has already lost on pay-per-view, so you
I
can't do that.
I know, but you could build. What you could do is build a streak where Sasha wins every match on pay per view leading up to Mania. You have Sasha win the title at SummerSlam. And then have her go on a run where she beats everybody. Leading up.
That wouldn't last long. That would she'd beat everybody way before WrestleMania.
I know, but then from Rumble to WrestleMania, what you do is okay, there's two. You'd have to find a way to turn Sasha on Bailey. Because
Why why don't they swerve us and have Bailey turn on Sasha?
that would be turning Bailey heel, and that's what you don't want to
Yes, it
do.
would. Bailey needs something new. Bailey needs a new direction.
Bailey needs a new direction, but so does Sasha. I turn Sasha heel.
Why don't they end up doing
I
double
do a
threat
double
matches?
turn at SummerSlam.
You do Alexa versus Bailey versus Sasha at SummerSlam.
And you use Sasha. What you do is you have Sasha pin Bailey.
You can't have Bailey lose again on pay-per-view.
I know, but you can't have Alexa lose either. You're at a
You
point.
could.
You're at a point where you can't have either Alexa or Bailey lose.
Alexa could lose. It wouldn't hurt her all that much.
But but to do the double turn,
Then you have Sasha and Bailey celebrating in the ring. Then Sasha turns on Bailey. That gets Sasha a heel.
yeah. But the thing is, would you have would you have Bailey win back the title at Mania at SummerSlam?
I don't know.
Because
You can
to
have
do a
Bailey.
turn the right way, you'd
You can
have
have
to have
you can
Bailey
have
beat
Bailey.
Alexa. You wouldn't have Sasha.
You can have
Because
Bailey pins Sasha. Sasha gets pissed off, attacks Bailey after the match. That has Sasha going heel.
yeah, but the problem is, what you do. I think that hurts Alexa though.
No, because she wouldn't get pinned. She wouldn't get
She
pinned.
wouldn't get pinned, but it would hurt her because
Hello?
yeah, I'm trying to think of how
Oh.
this would hurt Alexa. I'm still here.
Then,
Then you have
then
Bailey go after you have Sasha
Alexa
beat
would,
Bailey. You have
the only
Bailey
problem
turn
would,
on Charlotte. No, on Sasha. Then you
huh?
have Alexa come in and attack Bailey to get her heat back.
Well, Alexa would get her rematch
Yeah,
anyway, the women's title after that at some
yeah,
point.
but you'd have to because Alexa kind of loses her heat though. You'd have to have Alexa get her heat back to make. You have Bailey, Sasha turn on Bailey, and then you have Alexa attack Sasha. Or you have a huge beatdown on Bailey, which gets her the babyface sympathy again. That's the way you rebuild Bailey by using sympathy. Do you get what I'm saying?
That's been done to death.
I know, but it's the only way to get the crowd to not.
They've tried that already.
I know, but if they do it after a turn of Sasha, it makes sense. Because what you do is you have Alexa and Sasha team up and beat the crap out of Bailey. And that gets the sympathy back on Bailey. And that's how you rebuild
Somebody
Bailey.
would have to. Someone would have to help Bailey if that happened. Like
Mickey,
Mickey James.
Mickey.
Mickey-
Uh, and then
That
what
could
you do
separate.
is you have Alexa get her rematch at Bailey, and you have Sasha go after Mickey.
Yeah.
And I don't ever want to see Sasha and Naya. That's been played to fucking death.
Yes. So has Bailey and Nia.
Yeah, I agree. That's why you do Alexa and Bailey, which technically hasn't been played to death, even though people don't want to see it
Well,
again. But the way to get the way to get sympathy back on Bailey is to have Alexa attack Bailey after the match. And you also the one thing that nobody wants to, or would you use it to turn Alexa babyface?
you can throw Emma in this mix as well if you wanted to.
Yeah, but the problem is if you throw Emma's not ready for a title shot.
She would be if you can say healthy
Yeah,
and stop
well,
getting
no, in a
injured.
way they'd have to build her up for a title shot. She, Mickey would be. Would you turn Mickey heel again though? Would you turn Emma babyface and turn Mickey heel?
Mickey was just heel on SmackDown, so
I
why would you turn her
know,
back
but the
heel?
thing is, you have to create heel challengers for Bailey. Because the women's division is so small on Raw, it's hard. So you might see Liv Morgan come up.
I put her on SmackDown,
No,
not
I put
Raw.
her on Raw and have
I
her
put her on
be with
SmackDown.
Enzo.
Because Liv and unless they're too much alike, they look too much to get. They look too much
No, they
alike.
don't. No, they
I'd
don't.
put it. I'd put Liv on SmackDown. She'd fit better on
But
SmackDown.
if you're gonna turn Sasha heel, who are you gonna turn babyface from the other side?
You could do Alexa, but
I, yeah, see, you're at a point where you're gonna have to bring up Liv Morgan and put her on Raw.
you either no, you can bring up Billy Kay or Peyton
No,
Royce.
but you can't turn either of them heel. I mean, babyface.
You
It will
don't
kill
have
their
to.
characters.
You don't have to. You turn either Alexa
And
babyface or you turn Emma
I,
babyface.
I, I hate to say it, I can't see them turning either of them babyface.
I know.
So,
Or Naya, or you turn Naya
no, I
babyface.
don't want to see Nia as a babyface.
I
No,
don't. But it's possible.
you gotta change Nia's music. It doesn't fit her. Have you noticed that Nia? Have you actually listened to the lyrics with Nia's music? It doesn't fit Nia. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Have we been on for over an hour?
Yeah.
Now I am not having any problem on Skype.
Yeah. It's weird. The connection is slow. Yeah.
My connection isn't. My connection is good.
It says the connection between us is slow. That's what it says on
Oh,
mine.
yeah.
But it says my computer speed is fast, so I don't understand it. But I don't
Well,
think there's really much other to talk about.
on my end, it's fast.
On my
The,
end, it says it's slow, which is really weird for
yeah.
both of us. Which is weird. But on YouTube we sound really good, so there's no problems there either. So that's good.
Yeah. Maybe that's why I heard an echo before. Were, were you listening to the audio on YouTube?
I check it from time to time just to see how we're sounding.
Yeah, that's probably why I heard an echo.
But I wasn't playing it at that time.
Hmm. It's weird that I would hear an echo then.
I don't hear it.
It could have been how close my mic, because I don't have my headset actually on. I have it hanging on my neck,
Yeah.
so it could have been catching the sound from the headphone.
Yeah, there's not really much other to talk about.
Uh,
We can do a Raw review on Tuesday.
yeah,
A SmackDown review on Wednesday, which is on Block Talk Radio, which is all set up already.
yeah. Uh, we should post this on Facebook to get views. I'm gonna stop the stream.